Classic Science Sample Paper Level 2. Question number 1. Look at the diagram which shows Ram looking through a tube to see the toy chick on the other side. What is the least number of mirrors that Ram must place in the tube in order to view the toy chick that was placed at the other end? To see the toy chick, light must travel to the tube and change direction at every bend. At each change in direction, one mirror is needed to reflect the light. So, the least number of mirrors required is equal to the number of bends, that is 4. Question number 2. Which of the following are possible results of a steel bar is being magnetized by stroking method? The steel bar is stroked with the same pole of the permanent magnet from one end to the other end in one direction. The stroking magnet has to be lifted sufficiently high above the steel bar between successive strokes. The end where the stroking stops gets the opposite pole of the magnet. Here, all the three methods are possible. Question number 3. Read the given statements and select the correct option. Statement 1. Displacement of a cyclist going around a circular path is 0 after 2 complete revolutions. Statement 2. For a moving body, distance covered by it cannot be 0, but displacement may be 0. The explanation for statement 1 is that displacement depends only on the initial and final positions, not the path taken. Since the starting point and ending point are the same, the displacement is 0, even though the cyclist has covered some distance. Therefore, both statement 1 and 2 are true, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. Question number 4. Study the classification diagram as shown and identify W, X, Y, and Z. In the C option, W cannot be tracing paper, as tracing paper allows light to pass through. But in the classification for W, it says that do not allow light to pass through. In the A option, W cannot be dough, as dough does not have a definite shape. In the B option, Y cannot be cardboard, because it does not allow little light to pass through. So, therefore, D is the correct option which satisfies all the requirements of W, X, Y, and Z. Question number 5. The diagram shows a magnet being used to pick up a steel bar. The end pole of the magnet is close to the center Q of the steel bar as shown. What are the poles induced in the steel bar at P, Q, and R? Surely, a south pole is induced at Q because it is closer to the north pole of the magnet. If P of the steel bar is induced south, then R is north. If P is induced north, then Q is south. According to this, the A and C option cannot be true. And in the D option, both P and R cannot be the same. Therefore, the correct option is the B option. Question number 6. Which of the following are incorrect? Every periodic motion is an oscillatory motion. Every oscillatory motion is periodic, but not every periodic motion is oscillatory. Therefore, the first one is incorrect. Second one, motion of strings of a guitar shows oscillatory as well as vibratory motion. The strings of a guitar move to and fro about their mean position. So, they show oscillatory motion, and because of this, motion is very fast. It is called vibratory motion. Therefore, the second option is correct. Third one, in circular motion, the acceleration of the particles is 0. In circular motion, the particles always have a centripetal acceleration directed towards the center of the circle. So, the acceleration is not 0. So, the third one is also false. Fourth one, inertia is the property of a body by virtue of which it resists any change in its state of rest or motion. Yes, this is true. Fifth one, aluminium foils can never be used as connecting. Aluminium is good conductor of electricity, so it can be used for making electric connections and wires. So the fifth one is also incorrect. The following which is incorrect is 1, 3 and 5. Question number 7. Select the incorrect statements. In railway tracks, space is left between two rails at the joint to allow space for expansion of iron rails during winter. Wrong. It should be during summer. Second one, for gases, solubility in water decreases with increase in temperature. When the temperature increases, gases escape more easily from water. So the solubility of gases in water decreases. So the second one is true. Third one, When mercury thermometer is used to measure the temperature, a chemical change takes place. When mercury thermometer is used, mercury only expands or contracts, which is just a physical change and not a chemical change. So the third one is false. Fourth one, at a particular temperature, the amount of salt or sugar that can be dissolved in 100 ml of water is same. Different substances like sugar and salt have different solubilities in water. So the fourth one is false. Galvanization involves a physical change. Galvanization involves coating iron with zinc, which includes a chemical change that helps prevent rusting. So the fifth one is also false. So the incorrect statements are 1, 3, 4 and 5 only. Question number 8. Which of the following statements is or are correct? First one, when the constituents of a mixture are bigger in size and distinctively visible, they can be separated by handpicking. Yes, this is true. Second one, centrifugation method can be used to separate clay particles suspended in water rapidly. Yes, this is also true. Third one, immiscible liquids should be separated by evaporation. False. They are usually separated using a separating funnel. Fourth one, any solid-solid mixture, whether homogeneous or heterogeneous, can be separated by distillation. This is also false. Distillation is used to separate liquid-liquid mixtures or a liquid from a dissolved solid, not solid-solid mixtures. Question number 9. The bob of a pendulum is swinging between points A and B. It takes 15.6 seconds to swing 30 times from A to B back to A. What is the time period of the pendulum? The pendulum is said to have completed one oscillation when its bob, starting from its mean position O, moves from one extreme position A to the other extreme position B and comes back to O. The time period of pendulum is the time taken for the pendulum to complete one full oscillation. To complete 30 oscillations, it takes 15.6 seconds. Therefore, for completing one oscillation, it takes 15.6 by 30, which is equal to 0.52 seconds. Question number 10. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option from the given codes. We can measure distance using meter. We can measure speed using meter per second. We can measure volume using meter cube, and we can measure time period with seconds and density with kg per meter cube. Question number 11. Which of the following statements is or are true? First one, an electric cell has two terminals, a positive and a negative terminal, while an electric bulb has one terminal. False. Second one, an electric cell produces electricity from the chemical stored in it. Yes, this is true. Third one, a break in the filament of a bulb indicates that the bulb is fused. Yes, this is also true. Fourth one, a switch is a simple device that is used to break the circuit only. An electrical switch is a fundamental component that makes or breaks an electric circuit, controlling current flow to turn devices on or off for safety and convenience. So, the fourth one is false. Fifth one, the Thomas Alva Edison invented the electric bulb circuit and the electrical cell. Thomas Alva Edison invented an electric bulb, not the electric cell. So, the fifth one is also false. Question number 12. An object O is placed in front of a mirror UV as shown in the given diagram. A student moves her eyes along the line XY to observe the image of O. Identify the points on the line XY where the image of O can be seen. The lines UX and VQ represent the limiting rays of a vision range from where the image can be seen. The image of O can be seen only within this range. Since point D lies outside of this range, the student cannot see the image of O from there. Question number 13. Match column 1 with column 2 and select the correct option from the given codes. A toy car moving on a straight track is rectilinear motion. Pendulum of a clock is periodic motion. Motion of the earth is rotatory, circulatory and periodic motion. Mango falling from a tree is rectilinear motion. Bicycle moving on a curved road is curvilinear motion. Question number 14. Rita puts two different objects in each of the following containers. In container 1, there's copper coin and iron nail. In container 2, nickel nail and aluminium earring. Third, marble and gold coin. In the fourth container, nickel coin and iron coin. She can use magnets to separate the objects in these containers. Nickel and iron are magnetic material. They are attracted by a magnet and can be separated from other metals using a magnet. So, the materials in containers 1 and 2 can be separated using a magnet. Question number 15. A plane mirror reflects a pencil of light to form a real image. Then the pencil of light incident on the mirror is convergent. Question number 16. Which of the following statements are incorrect? The color of light affects the characteristics of the shadow. This is false. If light is allowed to pass through a piece of muslin cloth, a lighter shadow will be formed. Yes, this is true. The magnetic properties are induced into an iron bar if a magnet is kept near it. Yes, this is true. Fourth one. Bulb has only one terminal to connect the filament with the circuit. This is false. Question number 17. In the given diagram, when object P was placed near object Q, the plastic ball was pushed off the table. What could objects P and Q be? P and Q are magnets because two magnets can repel each other like poles facing each other, causing Q to move and push the plastic ball off the table. Question number 18. A few substances are listed in the box. Which of the following statements is or are correct regarding these substances? First, let us form a table using these substances. In the table, we will see whether these substances are miscible in water and less denser than water. Now let us move on to the statements. First one, substance 1 and 8 can be easily distinguished from each other on the basis of their miscibility with water. No, because both are miscible in water. Second one, substances 3 and 7 are miscible in water and both form the upper layer. Yes, it is true. Third one, substances 4, 5 and 8 all are less denser than water. Yes, feather thermocol wax are less denser than water. So this is also true. Fourth one, substances 2 is denser than substance 6. Rubber band is less denser than copper coin. So this is also false. So the correct option is the third option. Question number 19. Substance W is very hard and lustrous. X is a universal solvent. Y is a good conductor of heat and electricity, while Z does not allow light to pass through it. W, X, Y and Z could be respectively. W cannot be wood because it is not lustrous. A option is false. Now let us come to the B option. In the B option, W is a diamond and it satisfies the given definition. Yes, it is very hard and lustrous. X is water. It is a universal solvent. Y is copper. It is good conductor of heat and electricity. Z is aluminum foil. It does not allow light to pass through it. Therefore, all the conditions are met in the B option. So the B option is the correct option. Question number 20. A mixture of two miscible liquids can be separated by a separating funnel. A mixture of two volatile liquids with a minimum difference of 25 degrees Celsius in boiling points can be separated by boiling. A soluble solid from water can be separated by filtration, while a mixture of two solids having different sizes can be separated by sieving. Question number 21. The process of forging and casting is a physical change. That's it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button and turn on post notifications so that you guys never miss out on a video that I upload. And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.